Welcome back to POC Power Investing. Really happy that you're here and that you're going to continue this journey to really liberate yourself economically, to be able to buy that house, to not be living paycheck to paycheck anymore. So, how do we get started with investing? I'm going to recommend that you use your phone and an application called ROBINHOOD. Now, this is a different way of investing because traditionally before you would go to a financial broker and they would open up a portfolio for you where you could choose your stocks, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, and they could manage them for you. Of course, they would charge a fee. So the way that I do it, and that I'm going to recommend that you do it to liberate yourself, is to use your phone and use an application on there. You're not going to need to go to a broker, but you are going to need to have experience because Robinhood gets criticized often that people on there don't know what they're doing, that they're losing money, and I don't want that to be you. I want you to know what you're doing. I want you to gain experience and not be losing money. So how do you get started on investing? Go ahead and download the app Robinhood. Please click on my link below. I'm going to send you my friend code so that you can download it right away. On there, you're going to see the list of all the stocks available on the stock market, even cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. You're going to choose the best stocks. I highly recommend that you start with something big already and established like Apple or Amazon that they're making money right now. And you're going to buy a couple of stocks. How much should you invest? I highly recommend that if you can, start with $100. Not $1,000. And if, money is an issue, money is tight, start with $10. The reason that I want you to start right away is so that you start getting this experience under you, because you are going to need about a year or 2 years of experience before you start making the big money moves. With $100, it's easy to track your progress. If you lose $1, you're losing 1%. And you can translate that to, let's say if you were investing $1,000, you lose $1, then over there you'd be losing $10. So you can kind of see your scale, and you can amplify it or reduce it off those $100 to see how much money you're making or losing. It's going to be really hard at first because you're going to be trading with your emotions. You're going to be on the roller coaster ride, okay? When the stock goes up, awesome, we're so happy, you're going to feel great, maybe you're going to want to buy more. But inevitably, the stock will come back down and your heart will drop. So when you first start off, I'm just telling you, you're going to be trading with your emotions. I'm pretty sure all of us do. You're going to freak out when it drops. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, should I sell it? It's going to be pulling at your heartstrings at first. And that's the experience that you need to gain to get past, to not trade with your emotions anymore, to be able to trade logically, to be able to use the information that you're seeing in the news outlets, that you're looking at different charts. So when you download Robinhood, I'm going to go ahead and open it up. The first thing you're going to see is your stocks. You haven't bought any, but there's going to be a search button in the middle, and you can go ahead and let's type in Apple, for example. So right off the bat, you're going to get a chart for Apple, and you're going to see the price, $129.30. And you're going to just go through it all, and on there, it's also going to give you news, and it's going to give you earnings reports, and it's going to give you what people are buying and how much you can buy. When it comes to the stock market, I recommend that you're spending at least an hour, if not a couple or a few hours a day, researching, because you're going to need to build this habit to become good at trading. You're going to want to look at news articles. Let's say you decided to invest in Apple. What's Apple up to? What's their next big thing? How is 5G going? When are they going to release their 5G phones? You're also going to want to look at charts. In my future videos, I'm going to go into the technicals of looking at charts. Right now, to start off, they're pretty overwhelming, so I'm not going to go right into that. You're also going to want to see what's the word on the street. What are people saying about the stock? What's the common sentiment? And for that, I recommend Yahoo Finance. And on there, you just type in, Apple, and you see what the conversation of what people are saying. You're gonna run into a lot of terms. You're gonna run into bears and bulls, and I'm true about all of that. But first, go ahead and download Robinhood so you can start to see what I'm talking about. If you can, start with $100. If you can't, do 50, do 20, do 10. Do as much as you can right now to get your feet wet. You can get like practice apps or practice websites where you're just pretending to trade, but I don't recommend that because you need to be involved, because part of learning how to trade is to be emotionally involved and how to overcome that emotional roller coaster. So download the app and click on my future videos on how to exactly go through the app, the different charts, and I wish you the best of luck. We're in this journey together. Don't invest what you can't afford to lose. So if you have a little money put aside, if you can spare a couple of meals of going out. Another thing is, if you're planning on buying a car, maybe get a cheaper car and put some money to investing. That's a way to get some investing money. Or start saving. If you can't invest right now, start saving. A little bit adds up. We're going to start looking into some terms and into what the numbers mean and the charts. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like this video.